It has been a stressful time in our lives and a lot of people's lives that we know. And a lot of times we come up with all these different stress techniques. Sometimes you just need a little more help than just the techniques, you know, because a lot of times those go out the window. This is why I have been loving Next Evo's Natural Stress CBD Complex. They have this amazing combination of hemp-based CBD and whole plant ashwagandha. And it's in a gummy form that actually tastes really, really good. And it can help decrease stress up to 70%. I am a firm believer in CBD. I think it is so helpful. Well, this is more than helpful for me. Once I realized that my days were about to be wearing me out mentally, I grabbed the container, I popped a gummy in, and I just allowed a lot of the stress to just melt away so that I could focus on the things that I needed to complete during the day. I definitely felt less stress. I know Marcus says I don't need no assistance going to sleep, but I know I was able to fall asleep easier. And for me, having high quality, especially because I'm not a person that just takes a bunch of different supplements or things in my life for no reason, taking this Next Evo stress reliever CBD complex was just the right way to go for me. So ashwagandha and CBD are a powerful combination working together to target the source of rising stress hormones like cortisol. It's because they use a patented natural whole plant ashwagandha. It's 8 times more powerful than regular ashwagandha, and the 100% U.S. hemp derived CBD extract with 4 times better absorption than standard CBD. It's amazing and it tastes great, okay? And not all CBD products are created equal. With most CBD products, it's a mystery if you're even getting what's on the label, but Next Evo's precision formulations are backed by more scientific studies than any other CBD brand. Developed by scientists and supported by rigorous laboratory testing, Next Evo delivers proven results. It's vegan, non-GMO, and THC-free using 100% of U.S. grown hemp. Get to the root of stress with the Stress CBD Complex from Next Evo Naturals for up to 25% off orders of $50 or more. Yes, I said that right. Use promo code ARGUE at nextevo.com. That's NEXTEVO.com. Promo code ARGUE.
All right, you ready to do this?
Get into it, babe.
All right, what's happening, family?
What's going on?
Welcome back to another episode of
Is This Gonna Cause an Argument?
I'm your host, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. All right, and I'm joined by my beautiful, luscious.
There you go. Come on. Hey, get into it.
Succulent.
Yeah, I am.
Scrumptious.
I'm all of those things.
Friend and wife. Go on, let them know who you are.
I'm about to slap somebody is who I am. My name is Angel Tanksley, also known as Angel Akita Moore, also known as That Chick Angel. That Chick Angel. And I co-host this podcast every Wednesday with my husband of 15 years, which is crazy.
We gave it 5. No, 7.
We gave 7.
We gave it 7.
And look at us. We done doubled that. What's going on over here? Our weekly podcast, we cover a lot of topics, whether they be topics pulled from the headlines or topics dealing with marriage and family. And we see whether or not it's going to cause an argument. And a lot of times it's not the topic that causes an argument. It is something stupid that my husband has said that causes an argument. But regardless, we want you all to be here with us. If you have never watched this show before, first of all, we welcome you. We also wonder, where the hell have you been? Please rate and review us wherever podcasts are found, especially on Apple Podcasts, or you can watch it on That Chick Angel TV on YouTube. We would like to give a special shout out to the wonderful, amazing people who are watching this live. Our Patreon is in the building.
Hey, all up in the building. What's happening, family?
We call them our immediate family. We affectionately call them our Angel Wings, our Tanks Riders. And for the low of $5, you too can watch this podcast ahead of time. We also have community events. We have 3, I think, events coming up in October. So again, that's for the $5. That's all you done paid. Especially, and then also with merch, they get discount codes. They get the drops early. Marcus and I are both dropping a lot of things on Black Friday. Guess who getting it first?
They're getting it first.
The Patreon, and this stuff is fire. And then we have sponsors. You already heard from one of our sponsors, Next Evo, but we have more sponsors. So stay tuned to hear from our sponsors, Ritual, BetterHelp, and
Plates.
Every Plate. We'll tell you more about them later in the podcast.
Throws me off when you just point at me like
you should know, babe. We've been doing this for umpteen years. When you support our sponsors, you support us, and we are grateful. So.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and address something up top. Y'all know I wear hats all the time.
Come on, R&B. Don't he look like an R&B singer, y'all? If I wear a hat,
that means I just need to shave my head, and I ain't had time to shave it because I don't like the 5 o'clock shadow on my head because my hairline is sketchy.
Sketchy. Yeah. Come on, it's in cursive.
The other thing y'all never see me do is wear sunglasses out here or any type of eyewear. The reason I got on sunglasses because I went to the dermatologist and we got into a fight and he won. Nah,
y'all did not get into no fight. Nah. It actually doesn't look it looks pretty good today.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like a couple spots. Anyway, so what happened is I had like 2, 3, maybe 4 moles on my face I did not like.
I baby's vain.
Apparently these are common because he was like, oh yeah, those are black people moles. That's what I call them. But to me, I looked like Morgan Freeman about the face. I didn't like it. One, I could actually see if like I looked down, like you know how you look down at your nose, I could actually see it on the side of my face. Drove me crazy. So I said, and Angel like, you can just get those removed. Sound like an easy process. He said it was an easy process. He said you won't even know the difference the next day. Cool. I'm like, yeah, run it. When I tell you, he looked at my face. He said, yeah, so you got about 30. I said 4. Okay. 4 that I could see. He said 30, which is not a lot. He said there's very small. He said, oh, I've seen as many as 500. All right. I don't know what you looking at that I don't see. I don't see 30 on my face, but I'm like, get these 3D ones. And when this man took that little metal thing, little needle, and got to, first of all, the numbing cream wasn't in all the places it needed to be.
Oh, you can feel it in some places? What
you mean some? I'm over, it feel like I was getting a face tattoo.
Listen,
so he got to burning, and he was like, he explained it, yeah, you be this a wipe away. Because I told him, I said, I got podcasted. I'm in front of the camera like 3 times a week. I can't be walking around, you know, looking like I'm all jacked up.
Listen to my baby being like, I need to look pretty for the camera. Go ahead, boo-boo.
I can't look like I did when you see me, can I?
You definitely, listen, look, when I saw, no, you could have. But when I saw my husband's face, I really wanted to slap him in the doctor because there was nothing wrong with his face before. And he over there all blistered up, looking like he had been in a hot oil
I looked
accident.
Like I jumped in a pool of monkeypox, and then they painted all the little blisters black. I mean, them things was all over my face. So I thought probably like got some off prematurely because it's basically I'm assuming just burnt skin.
He been flicking them off.
Yeah, I've been like scraping at my skin trying to get these little black marks off. So anyway, that's the story of the glasses. Not that I care what y'all think I look like, but I would care when I go back and look at this episode and be like, look at my face.
So Marcus, how do you feel now that you did like a Hollywood beauty thing?
Disappointed.
Why?
I should have just left it alone.
Well, once your face fully heals and you don't have all of the stuff, because a lot of the beauty processes, the initial is like Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, nah, I ain't doing that. No, like it's no more.
But okay, once you see it, if you like the results, you're still like, absolutely not. The couple of days that I had to suffer through my face not looking the way I wanted to.
I ain't need to do this.
Oh, you definitely none of the
if
stuff.
It was as quick and easy as you said and he said it would be, and simple, I'd be like,
it was simple. No, I didn't say quick. It was simple. You were
sat in that chair for 45 minutes while that stuff tingled and numbed my skin.
You
it felt like
literally
I had clothespins on my cheeks.
He didn't know what Marcus was going to be needing before he came in, and he was able to do it the same day. That is simple. Other things, you got to have a consultation. Then they got to do. You got to do tests.
Do anything like that ever.
He's begun.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so that story with the glasses. What we doing? We moving on?
Babe, you the run of the show.
Hey, exactly. Close your mouth. We got coming up, taking sides. So, Angel gonna have to fill me in on some. This rapper Young Miami did a recent interview. Oh, taking sides. Taking sides. Tanksley's taking sides. She got her side, I got mine. Taking sides. All right.
That was probably your best one. That was probably your best one.
Stupid. All right, Young Miami did a recent interview where she stated that she wants to be the next Black Oprah or the Black Oprah. Hold on.
Yes. Now you're seeing.
She wants to be the Black Oprah in response to, I didn't see that, in response to a question about her podcast.
Yeah.
Naturally, this sparked conversation and outrage on social media about what it means to be Black, classism, and Oprah's journey as a Black journalist. Does Young Miami have a point that Oprah is out of touch with Black culture, or was she completely out of pocket for making such a claim?
I think.
First of all, this is Booty Tay. Let me find out who the heck.
You know he don't know who Young Miami is.
Young
y'all.
Miami is.
It's Young Miami, and I'm here. She's a city girl. You know, there's two city girls. You remember the video? You remember the video? I need a real fine woman with some twerk with her. Twerk, 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 twerk with her. So Cardi B raps on it, and she raps on it, and then her group
So one of
mate,
these two chicks,
the lighter of the two, who dates P. Diddy.
all right, that should already question her Blackism.
She told him we go together real bad.
So the taller one?
In that picture, yeah, she's taller.
Okay.
They both short.
All right.
Yeah, she real cute. She's the one, you know, everybody's saying got flued out.
Yeah.
She is the reason.
Bad vernacular.
It's a lot of bad. It's a lot of bad. But I also, my heart goes out to her.
Why?
You know what? I watched their documentary, and when her group mate went to prison, JT, everything was on her shoulders, and she was pregnant. And do you think that her management or team let up off of her neck? No.
No, they say you got to keep on doing these things.
Not just that, they expected a level of excellence and would basically clown if she didn't. And I'm like, she's still young as hell. Y'all got a whole rapper in prison. And this chick is pregnant. Give her some slack. But she held her own, I would say. But anyways, I think it's hard. I think she's out of pocket. But at the same time, I understand where she's coming from. I think she's out of pocket. And a lot of people are out of pocket when it comes to Oprah, just because Oprah's been a billionaire for as long as some of these people.
Most of these people have been alive.
Yeah, she's been a whole billionaire. So it is hard to think this woman knows anything about the plight of being Black. But at the same time, and also Oprah has done things that have made a nice amount of the Black community mad. When she did the documentary on Michael Jackson being a pedophile, people were mad. How dare you speak against Michael? They felt like
a pedophile.
That's exactly how I felt about it. And she's but at the same time, I do think Oprah is out of touch about a lot of things.
Absolutely.
I don't know what she could do to be more in touch, because I would definitely say, having all of that money and having not to submerge yourself into the life of normal people like most of us have to, like, it takes a lot of money to avoid regular people problems.
Right. Didn't she have a documentary where they were getting chauffeured around, or her and Gail was driving somewhere and she didn't know how to pump gas?
She did not.
I'm surprised she knew how to drive.
Yes.
She ain't needed to drive nowhere.
Right.
She was helicoptered.
Yeah.
She gets flued in everywhere she go.
Yeah. I do think that she is out of touch, and that but that doesn't make her less Black.
Right.
That doesn't make the things that she has achieved not something that we as Black people can't be proud of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will say, I think white women, for the longest time, white women probably felt more connected to Oprah than Black people did. This is even before she started her own network. When she started her own network, she had to come look for us again, because the white people didn't follow her over to her network. They were like, your show's gone? Yeah. Okay, then. But I also think there's a problem with people making struggle and blackness a synonyms.
Right.
And I think that is also a big problem. Granted, being black in America, a lot of times America tries to make that a synonym. But if that's not something that we want to always be the case, I do think we have to look at what we feel like legitimizes someone in the black community. You go ahead and I'll keep talking in a second, but you know what? I'm trying. Yeah, you go ahead and talk. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to go ahead and kick it to the ad, but let's get your opinion out before.
No, I definitely think she's out of pocket. And what a lot of people don't understand is being somewhere for a long time changes your point of view. Check this out. A couple years ago, back when, the whole Black Lives Matter things got sparked up and Trump and everything was doing his uprising, who was the one person that nobody ever talks about right now that was like, I don't understand Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. It makes no sense to me. Lil Wayne. Ain't nobody saying he's out of touch. Lil Wayne been a millionaire since he was like a 13? Preteen. Yeah. Since he was 13 years old. He's out of touch with black folk, with the black struggle. He ain't dealing with none of that. He been up there since he was a child, since he was getting his lyrics written for him by BG. That's how far back that goes. That boy was a little kid when he got rich. He's out of touch with a whole lot of black folks, with a whole lot of what we go through daily on a daily basis. He may put himself in certain situations that he don't need to be in, but people don't look at Lil Wayne because he's still in the, I guess, seen as like a grimier lifestyle, but there ain't nothing grimy about that boy.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing grimy about him. If y'all want to put Oprah there as it being out of touch with black folk, guess what? Lil Wayne is too, and a whole bunch of people that's been up there since they were, as long as they've been in living their lifestyle. There's certain things that I would dare to say close to 100% of black people don't have to deal with that they deal with.
Yeah. Constantly
like being what is it? Not in the spotlight, constantly being aloof or just having to disappear from the public eye outside of being on camera. That changes the way you live your life. That changes the way you move, the way you think, the way you operate, all of that stuff. And Oprah has been there. You don't want to be a billionaire walking down the street, sitting in Starbucks.
No.
You can't walk 5 feet without somebody running up, taking your picture, or wanting an autograph, wanting to talk to you, or something bad to you.
Not a billionaire in the way that Oprah had to become a billionaire. She became a billionaire with her face. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No,
there are white folk that
I take it with being in the public eye.
Yeah,
a billionaire being famous. A billionaire that's famous. There's not very many black billionaires that are famous. I'm sorry. There's not a lot of black billionaires that aren't famous. I take it back. Let me reverse that. There's not as many. Yeah, the black billionaires that aren't famous. If you a billionaire and don't nobody know it, I've worked around and with billionaires before, and don't nobody know these people.
But none of them are black.
But none of them are black, right? If you a billionaire and you famous, people know how much money you got. That changes things. You will never see Beyonce or Jay-Z in Target.
At least not.
Or Lil Wayne or Oprah.
At least not with a nice amount of security.
Right. That's an event. They're going to have to shut the store down and buy out everything so Target ain't losing money that day. So to say that she's out of touch, yes, she might be, but people get out of touch when they don't have to live the same life that you live in. Now, to say that she's going to be the black Oprah, that's just stupid.
Yeah, I do think there's an unnecessary... Listen, it ain't that Oprah ain't said things that I've been like, girl, what is you talking about? But it does not take away her blackness in my eyes.
I said Lil Wayne aging like milk.
He is. He truly is.
I ain't seen it.
Speaking of milk, a lot of times people have a lot of gaps in their diet, especially women. Okay, 97% of women ages 19 through 50 aren't getting enough vitamin D from their diet, and 95% are not getting the recommended daily intake of key omega-3s. That is why Ritual Essentials for Women 18 Plus Multivitamins is a necessity. I said that don't make no sense.
Necessary.
Like an accessory that's needed. Necessity.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But you see, I stopped myself because I said this ain't about to make no sense, but I don't know how to divert from what I'm saying. Ritual. This is what I'm saying. I've talked about it before. Me and Marcus both know this. The way we eat, even when we are eating at our best, when I'm talking about we're getting in our leafy greens, we're getting in our vegetables, we are just really taking care of ourselves, getting enough water intake. In 2022, there ain't no way you don't still have gaps in your diet. That's just because our soil is depleted, right? So all the vegetables that are growing don't have the same type of rich nutrients that they used to have when our grandparents were alive. Same thing goes even if you're a meat eater. The animals that you're eating, if they're eating the grass and the plants that we eat, they're getting the same type of lack and gaps in their diet too. So how do you fix that? You fix that with a great multivitamin. My recommendation is Ritual Essentials for women 18 plus. If you are a woman 18 plus, multivitamin. And here's a couple of reasons why. One, Ritual does a delayed release capsule. People don't understand why that's so important. The reason why it's so important is that when you take a multivitamin, you do not want it to dissolve in your stomach. That's not where you absorb any nutrients. That's where food is broken down. That is not where absorption happens. Absorption happens in your intestines, in your colon. So you need a multivitamin that delays the release of the nutrients until it gets to the right place, which is your intestines, your colon. Ritual does that. Not only that, they are using high quality ingredients, okay? First of all, you got these non-GMO right there, period. Because you don't even know what half of these other companies is doing. It's traceable and it's vegan friendly, and there's always clear communication. There's no shady stuff. So your body can actually compute what you're putting in it. They also have their Symbiotic Plus, which is a gut health supplement that with clinically studied prebiotic, probiotics, and postbiotics all in one minty capsule. And it's also in a delayed release form. Y'all understand. Ritual is done the work to make sure that you can fill in the gaps, and they've done the work to help women increase vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in 12 weeks. So this is what I want you to do. Right now, Ritual is offering my listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/argue. And turn healthy habits into a ritual. That's 10% off at ritual.com/argue. Right. The last thing I want to say about it is that while our heroes, our celebrities, the people who have been the face of a lot of the things that are known in our culture are going to make mistakes.
Right.
They're not always going to do the things that we want. I do think we have to look at a full track record of a person.
Right.
And in my opinion, Oprah has done enough in my eyes for me to be like, all right, we might not agree with that. I might not agree with that, but it does not discount everything else.
Right.
We're not looking at, in my opinion, a Stacey Dash.
Right.
Stacey is on something else.
Yeah.
That's not what I would consider Oprah.
Yeah, the same way she's probably getting drugged right now, or at least by the people that disagree with her. She's probably going to be like, well, even if she does come to realize, okay, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so you see what you just did.
Yeah.
you now in the same shoes of the shoes that you were, trying to drag before.
Mm-hmm.
You're now doing the same thing. But yeah, to say that she
really climbed to heights that were not seen as possible prior to her doing it.
Yeah.
As a black woman, and as a black woman who was not considered conventionally pretty.
Right.
As a brown, almost dark-skinned black woman.
She did it off intellect, popularity. People were asking her to run for president, and white people would have voted for her.
Oh, them white women, they might not have voted for Hillary, but they would have voted for Oprah.
Yeah, no, Oprah would be sitting in the White House right now had she ran. So that's the type of backing and history that she has, regardless of, the opinions that a lot of people might have on her. Like Oprah she struggled in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like she's come a long way where, you know, a lot of us do. And ain't nothing spoon fed to black people like that.
Yeah, at all. Somebody, Jessica Williams in our Patreon, said that Carisha was probably meaning hood when she said black, meaning like a hood version of black.
Then you will not be Oprah. Simple as that. You will not be Oprah if you try to come up in their hood.
Yeah, it's gonna look different. It's what you're gonna do is do different. I think Carisha could do big things. I think Carisha, at the end of the day, without this statement, seems like an actual sweet person who is trying to do something that people would not think she would be capable of doing. But I don't think that's done off. I don't think that can be done if you are throwing shade at people who
have paved the way for you.
Yeah, come on. In this sense, absolutely. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's all I got to say. Moving on. So we're going to hit this main topic, y'all. You said you want the second one?
Are you sure? I think you skipped a whole segment.
Did I?
Look.
You look.
Babe, you're running the show.
We did Taking Sides. Now we got the main topic.
Look above it.
Oh. I did. This is a segment we like to call. So that's why you should be doing this in my feelings.
Let me tell you what's got me in my feelings.
I got something making me feel good.
Wait, no.
What?
You can't this week be like, that's why you should do it. When last week you
I
were
can feel what I want to. In my feelings, feeling good, feeling mad, feeling sad. Yeah, in my feelings. All right. So it's a segment in our feelings. We talk about something that's grinding our goods. What's got us feeling good? What's got us feeling bad?
Grinding our goods?
Grinding goods. Yeah, grinding our gears. What grinds our gears? What scuffs my Jordans? I saw one the other day. Oh, my God. I wish I could remember it. It was so funny.
I wish.
Dang it. Anyway, so what's got you feeling good or some type of way?
What's got me feeling some type of way? It is the first of the month and bills have to be paid. That's got me feeling some type of way. And let me be a little transparent. Not too transparent, but a little transparent with y'all. October.
That burns my grits.
Burns my grits. Yes. Come on. Come on. That toast my grilled cheese, but you know where it's too black where you charge
that's
it.
That's not a good one.
Yes, you got to scrape it off though. You got to scrape it off in the trash can.
It's still gonna be good with tomato soup.
I don't need all that. Anyway, October. Let me tell you why it's so crazy. Is that it feels like everything is due in October. My therapist, I paid 6 months up front. Y'all know I love my therapist. She's the truth. Our 6 months are up. So I either got to shell out the money for another 6 months
or deal with it.
Right. Just added a directors of operations for Mama Likes so that I can actually do what I want to do, which is have quarterly boxes. When is her money due? On today. Not only that, we have put off paying our taxes for as long as possible. Praise God. Just because we were nervous.
And now?
They are doing it. So it's got me in my feelings because the money is leaving the account faster than the money is coming in to the account in the month of October. And I'm trying to stay in the... I have the tendency when things start to get like this to begin to look at the worst possible outcome versus the best possible outcome. So I am actually diligently, purposefully, intentionally trying to think of this as the best outcome of like, woo, thank God we could pay all that. Yes. So happy. So great that in a couple of months we'll find out how much we owe for this year.
But we ain't gonna know it this year.
And praise God. So yeah, that is that's what that. And then knowing the regular bills, that mortgage. I paid it though. Hallelujah. Our health insurance paid it. Dear God. Victory's paycheck. We paid it. Thank you, Jesus. The editor of this, producer. I wrote that check. Thank you, God. Thank you so much, Patreon, for being here.
Yeah.
So that's what's got me in my feelings, but I'm trying to have it not.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in and liking and subscribing.
Yes, make sure y'all
commenting.
be over there looking at Let Us Tell It. Just have it playing in the background.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Simple as that. That's got me in my feelings. What's got you in your feelings in a bad
Healing
way?
skin. I done talked about it. All right.
Yeah, you kind of did in your feelings early.
Yeah. You know, on the cartoons back in the day when they used to get shot in the face with the gun, it'd just be black powder spray. That's what it felt like for a minute. That's what it looks like.
It doesn't look like on the cheek that's closest to me. You
Well,
have.
it looks better than what you seen.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying on the cheek that's closest to me, you only have like red irritation. There's like no more
and that's
black
just
spots.
for me rubbing in my ointments and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna look real pretty tomorrow though.
All right.
What's got you feeling good then, babe?
Man, I got some things. I got a lot of things done yesterday. Over the weekend, I had a couple of phone conversations. That's later on. But the things that I got done yesterday, by the way, I need to send a schedule over. I'm saying that so I remember to do it, so I can go meet old dude. Y'all, I got some things coming down this pipeline soon and very soon, like within the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. I'm just excited to see what things will do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Not to go further in detail, but I ain't.
You
For sure,
always, give them some
I got
more.
a box coming out. I got a gift box coming out, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited about that because I got things ordered, things coming in, and right now I've settled on a number, and I'm on the fence of maybe that's too many or hope it's probably not enough. Because Angel be lowballing herself all the time. Every time she drops something, I'm like, why did you just do that many? Then she's like, oh, it sold out in 16 seconds. Yeah. And it ain't even bots. It's real people buying this stuff. Just Patreon. You ain't even released it to the public yet. So that would be a great problem to have. So, but I'm hoping I ain't sitting on a majority of these things. Like, well, let me just start, giving these things away. But yeah, y'all. So working that's what I got. That's what's got me feeling great.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that it's moving and it's shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got some samples getting made for Marcus of something. Can't say what it is. I'm excited to see that.
Me too. I'm excited to see that.
So again, Black Friday is about to be lit, y'all, and I feel for everybody because even us, we have so many people we want to be able to support. And there's like big box of retailers of stuff that I want to get, like, the Best Buys of the world. But there's so many people that is going to be dropping stuff. So we completely understand if you're not able to catch us this Black Friday, but you're going to want to.
Yeah.
You're going to want to. What's got me feeling good is I had so much fun with my family yesterday. I'm probably going to post it on Instagram today. I made a fall theme charcuterie board, pumpkin theme. I went to Trader Joe's, me and Amar, and we rang it up. Everything pumpkin flavored or apple cider flavored. I made this really cute board with donuts and muffins and chips that look like leaves and salsa. When I salsa, pumpkin hummus. My husband tore into that board. He tore that board.
I forget how much I be liking things that are quote unquote pumpkin, because stuff that's pumpkin flavored don't taste like pumpkin at all. Like pumpkin, cinnamon, whatever. So it's stuff originally I thought was hummus. So I grabbed the little leaf chips. It looked like fall leaves. They was like orange, yellow, brown. I didn't get that theme until they were laying on the thing together. I'm like, God dang, it looked like a pile of leaves.
It is.
Now.
The chips are made to look like leaves. Tortilla chips. This is so fire.
So anyway, I tried the guacamole. That was real good. Then I tried the one little hummus looking thing. I was like, God dang, that's good. Then I tried the other one. So you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that was hummus. The one it's pumpkin flavored hummus.
Oh yeah, that hummus was fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then then you had the little bread.
It was apple crisp, apple cider crisp. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little cracker bread things. It was all good.
I was so happy. The kids. This is the thing. Y'all see me, and I be out here with the business ideas and stuff, creative ideas. Y'all see me impersonating people on Here's the Thing, or when we do TBTB. Y'all see me in workplace comedy, doing all the, coming out with mama likes, trying to mentor people, not doing the best job of it, but trying. But there is a huge part of me that loves being the stay-at-home mom, that loves creating special moments for my kids, whether we be in the house or out of the house. So we sat and watched Hocus Pocus. I made the stuff. We made apple cider. I made a big old pot of vegetable soup for me and Marcus for this week. There's a part of me that absolutely cannot get enough of that. It is hard to have both of them exist at the same time, but I am adamant that I will have both. And so when I have the moments to be able to like shut off, granted, the social media angel was still there because I was filming everything so I could chop stuff together, but it was still just the best thing ever. It was so good. I'll be posting that reel more than likely today, along with the giveaway of Maddie James's, what is it called? Her book about magic, Everyday Magic. Jesus Christ. So I'll be doing a giveaway of her book, Everyday Magic. So be on the lookout for that. But that's what's got me feeling good.
Autumn, girl, you late. Just watch the episode. She come in.
She said, Marcus, take off them glasses.
Take off the glasses. Angel is there. Mama likes basket. Girl, you late.
Leave Autumn alone. I love Autumn.
Late asking questions about the movie, and movie's halfway over with.
Autumn leaves. I love it. I just now got it.
Well, Autumn, leaves your comment to yourself until we done. Autumn just over here just
Autumn, the next thing I'm coming out with on Black Friday, you should be able to fit. And I'm sorry that one didn't fit. Girl, because I did a good job of getting that thing cut bigger. All
right, this is after the episode.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, we'll talk later, Autumn. I'm going to make sure you done right this next time.
This is Patreon-only conversation. But Autumn, girl, get here on time.
Listen, we glad you're here. We are glad you're whenever here. Time you get here, we grateful.
But she walked in with her arms crossed and her nose turned up. So we got the main topic. And you wanted to do this second one?
Yeah, but before we get into the main topic, let's talk about our next sponsor. And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Oh, man. I just talked about this earlier, about how with the thing that don't got me feeling good, money, how sometimes it's hard for me to get from out of the problem into the solution. Because I am so just stuck on this is about to be the worst thing ever. And I know I'm not the only person like that out there. And I think people have different triggers that make some things we're easily able to see the solution, and other things it's just really hard to get out of that rut. And it's hard to train your mind to do that. But I know I feel great when I'm able to find my own solutions. There's no better feeling when I'm like, okay, so if we move this over here, voila, we did it. I can breathe. Yes. Well, a therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or how small. I'm going to give y'all a real life example real quick. We were having a thing with our previous CPA. We had a deadline we had to meet. The CPA was not reaching back out. Mm-hmm. It had me so stressed out that I was literally, my stomach was all in knots, right? And I didn't know what to do. I talked to my therapist about it because it had me physically in anguish. And she was like, what is this telling you? And quickly as we worked through it, it was like, oh, no, this is not the type of business relationship that I want to be in. I need people who are responsive. Let me find a new CPA right now. I know that some people, that should have been a solution I should have been able to find on my own. That was not, because it was surrounding money. I kept thinking the worst possible thing. We got a new CPA, and it turns out I got to speak to our old CPA and found out what happened. So there was no hard feelings. But because I had a therapist was the reason why I was able to get there quicker and not spending weeks upon weeks in anguish trying to figure out why I wasn't getting to our old CPA. And we have this deadline. It was so many things that just had me just stressed. And I felt so much more confident moving forward. And you can have problems big, small, or in between. A therapist is definitely going to help you unload the stress, help you with emotional healing, as well as anxiety and depression and so many other things. If you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/argue today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/argue. And let me tell you about, one of our favorites. Who are they, babe?
Plates.
Every plate is where you should be, what you should be using. We just got our niece hooked on it, Victory. She was in our house cooking some Every Plate this last week. She cooked this one chicken dish for me. Well, she didn't cook it for me, but I ate it. I ate a lot of it. It was some sort of, felt like Asian themed chicken with some white rice. That stuff was bomb. But fall is in full swing, and getting weeknight dinners right is easier than ever with Every Plate, and it's America's best value kit. When your days get jam-packed, Every Plate will get you delicious meals on the table without breaking the bank, and you can skip your weekly trip to the grocery store too. A lot of people think meal kits are expensive, and there are some that are, but Every Plate is 25% cheaper than grocery shopping. And with food prices at the grocery store going up, you can count on Every Plate to be a great value week after week. So obviously it's fall, so our palates are getting ready for all the flavors that we have in the fall. So if you want some cozy fall flavors, Every Plate is going to deliver with seasonal favorites like white bean tomato stew with feta and garlic toast, and turkey shepherd's pie topped with garlic mashed potatoes. Oh, that sounds so good. Change things up often as you want. Choose between 21 recipes that change each week and swap proteins and sides out for your liking. All right, you guys, I'm trying to get you to understand Every Plate is the jam, and you will understand once you give it a try. It's going to taste good, and you're going to save money. So get your first box for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code ARGUE149.
ARGUE149.
Get started with Every Plate for just $1.49 per meal on your first box by going to everyplate.com and entering code ARGUE149.
ARGUE149.
I'm going to tell you one more time. Get started with Every Plate for just $1.49 per meal on your first box by going to everyplate.com and entering code ARGUE149.
ARGUE149.
It's Every Plate, and that deal is up to $110 value. It's America's best value meal kit.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, Angel did that. She made some cider yesterday too.
I did, boo-boo.
That cider was good.
Wasn't
I'm going
it?
to tell you what made it delicious.
Oh, come on, tell us.
Throwing some bourbon up in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, look what the holidays done brought. Because it was hitting real nice with that cider. Oh, my God.
The bourbon did. I could barely taste the bourbon in it. I can tell you that right now.
But you felt it.
Did I?
You seem like you did.
I didn't feel it.
No, I did. I was sampling too, though. So
yeah, he been drinking a lot.
Just,
but
just a little bit. Get out of here.
Drinking.
Anyway, main topic. Moving on. You want to do the second one?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, that one's on astrology. Am I the problem? Yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. Am I the problem? Share a time in your marriage when you thought you were 100% right, but in retrospect, you were out of line. Twice a week.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go first.
Oh, I'm out of line a lot of the time. I think with my husband, with people in general, I have the tendency to push people past their comfort level. Trust and believe, I honestly be thinking I'm doing them a service. It is typically not just for my own personal enjoyment and gain. I think, when they get on the other side of this,
they gonna see.
They are going to see that this is what was necessary. So when it comes to my husband, especially with social media, at the beginning, I really was I just did not get why he wouldn't get on the camera and act like he has some damn sense. And I will say now that I was wrong for that, even though obviously now we see that this is a great thing that you're in front of the camera. But I, through therapy, had to realize, and I truly did not realize this before, that the things that are inside of me are not inside of everyone else. Mm-hmm. I honestly think, or did think, everybody is as funny as I am. Everybody is as talented as I am. Everybody can be as math oriented as I am. They're just choosing not to tap into those things. Truly.
A stubborn ass.
No. Some of it is humility as well. I don't be thinking that a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is special. I think I'm tapping into doing this. Mm-hmm. So even the things that I'm bad at, I don't be thinking I'm bad because it's impossible. I think I'm bad because I am not choosing to put in the amount of work it would take to be. The fact that I would ever think that I could actually run fast.
Because you just haven't tapped into it. Like, is that the same thing you're saying?
Right. Yeah. It's just because I'm not willing to do the work. Like, soon as it gets too hard, I don't want to do it anymore. So I could be the fastest woman in the world, but I'm choosing not to be. I'm choosing, and the person who is the fastest woman in the world, I feel like, is the person who has decided to dedicate themselves. Not realizing, no, their muscles are built differently. They're, yada, yada, yada. So I think I was very ignorant to the fact that this it wasn't just you being stubborn. Part of it was, but it was truly.
In a way, I'm still right, basically.
No. The reason why I know part of it is because I'm looking at you here right now. But a bigger part of it, I would say at least 75% of it was, this was not in you to do. At least, especially not at that time. And it was very hard for me to respect that. And it used to piss me off a lot of the time because I was just like, I don't get why you don't want this money. It's so simple. So that's one of the major times that I have been wrong.
I said just pick one. Hell, with me, you pick one for me and I'll talk about it. I feel like that's part of marriage. Like, the only time you're going to get into argument and hold your ground or try to work something out is if you both believe you're right about something. Mm-hmm. And it's just like you trying to prove that no, this was the right thing. You was like, no, it wasn't because of this. It was because of that. So to either you come to a conclusion or one of you realize, and it comes down to, you're right, or it doesn't come down to, you're right, and you just agree to disagree and move on from it.
You have a recent one where you were dead wrong.
Yeah, and you still don't believe me, so what's the point of talking about it?
Oh, is that you could at least say you were wrong.
I already said I was wrong.
No, I'm saying you looking for an example. I'm like, there's the perfect example. I gave a perfect example of how. All right,
here we go. I said Angel takes trash. What was it? Nudes?
Yes.
Okay. I was wrong. I was actually wrong in 3 different ways. See, I'm the king of being wrong. I know. But when I know I'm wrong, I just, hey, yeah, you're right. I never fight me being wrong. But I was wrong in 3 different ways.
How were you wrong in 3 different ways?
The one way is joking about something like that, not realizing that it wasn't a joke to you. Mm-hmm. That was number 1. 2, the actual pictures that I was referring to weren't pictures that she sent me. There were the screenshots that I took of her without her knowing. That was 2.
So he takes back pictures.
I took back pictures of her and then said, you sent me wrong pictures. Because the one she saw, I'm like, God dang, that was really, I remember that one. 3, what was the 3rd one?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm sure there's a 3rd one in there somewhere. There's a 3rd one in there somewhere. So I was wrong hosting the episode today. Hell. Yeah. What was I done skipped the whole? No, I didn't. I know I didn't. I'm looking at it right now in my feelings. Huh.
I think like what you said, that is so a part of marriage. A lot of times when you have two people who Marcus nor I are pushovers by any means, it's unfortunate that I can't think of a better word because I don't want to put that term on someone who's just more agreeable. There we go. Yeah. Me and Marcus aren't the most agreeable people. We like things the way we want them. Mm-hmm. And when they're not that way, typically we're going to speak up about it. We're not very go with the flow when it comes to our preferences. Right. We like to voice them, and we like for things to be the way we prefer. So when it comes to then being wrong and not seeing it, it sometimes takes like a pause. It sometimes takes possibly a third party giving us some perspective on how we were wrong. It also takes the removing of
a professional third party.
A professional.
Not no punk ass friend, one of her friends.
Shut up. It also takes a lot of times us removing the passion from what we think we're right about. Like, and not being so passionate about it, and just being like, okay, this is what seems wrong. There was something I did on the podcast and I knew it was going to be wrong. I did it on Here's the Thing. I said it before I said it. I said, I don't want to say this because I think it might get me in trouble. And Kevin was like, well, then don't say it. I said, no, I think I can word it right so that I don't get in trouble. Let me figure it out. I got in trouble. Okay. Still got in trouble. Happened to be, Marcus rarely comes on Here's the Thing. Happened to be right when he came in the middle of me talking. He didn't even hear my whole preamble before I started of, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm trying to figure out the right way to say this so I don't get in trouble so that I can continue in this conversation. Marcus missed all of that.
Didn't tell the whole story though. I went back. That's the thing that pissed me off. But anyway, go ahead.
I didn't tell the whole story?
Not correctly, no.
To you or in the podcast?
In the podcast.
Okay. Listen, I'll take it. Anyways, I still got in trouble, and I was like, and to myself, I was so mad when I got in trouble because I was like, girl, you could have just stopped. There were red lights. You could have just stopped and turned off the car, but you said, let me just wait until this turned green. Keep going.
See, at least I'm wrong in front of her. She wrong in front of everybody else. No, I ain't even around. Tisk.
Is that right?
No, but that truly is. It's part of, if you around and have enough conversations and live around or be around with someone long enough, you are going to be, both of y'all are going to be right and wrong all at the same time.
Yeah.
There's been times where literally we have both been wrong.
Both just wrong.
But I think the important part is not wanting the victory of being right.
Yeah.
That's where it gets, I think it can get nasty. Wanting to say, see, I told you. It's been, and I think we both used to do that. Of celebrating the win, which is not a good thing because that ain't why we ended it.
What you talking about? Both used to. I still do it.
Yeah, I do too. I was trying to make us look good. But yeah, it gets nasty. Don't do that.
I'd definitely be like,
That's the one. Yeah, she do.
Listen.
And I just reiterate what she says. He's like, oh, but most times, I mean, we rarely like get into like heated discussions where it's like, no, you was no, because of this. It'd be like a back and forth and we end up laughing about it and then tease the other one, the fact that.
Yeah. We be wrong.
Y'all hear that?
Yes.
She be wrong.
He be wrong more.
She be wrong. She just be talking about me behind my back, y'all. If I say something about Angel, it's gonna be right here. She gonna be seeing me, not on some device.
I was trying to talk about us as a joint. Didn't. No, I did. I did do it as a joint.
No, you didn't.
I said we were both wrong. I did too in that story.
Anyway,
I said I was wrong for pausing.
Moving on. That ain't why you was wrong. That ain't, see, exactly. I'm glad you said it because we're gonna talk about it once we're done. Audience question.
We have an audience question from Renee C. Johnson.
Hi, guys. Just had a quick question. I keep hearing this phrase that a woman has to marry a man that loves her more than she loves him. I think it sounds crazy, but I'm also single, so I would love to hear your thoughts. Angel, do you think that Marcus loves you more than you love him? And Marcus, do you think that you love Angel more than she loves you? I would like to be in a relationship where we both love each other, but I keep hearing that a woman has to marry a man that loves her more than she loves him. What are your thoughts?
Listen, one, I absolutely love Angel more than she loves me. That goes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
What damn lie.
Nah, I think that's tomfoolery at its best.
Come on, tomfoolery.
Yeah. Because I've seen people in relationships where the man loved the woman more than the woman loved the man, and she would leave or step out. Or it seems like he was into it more than her. And I've seen, and most of the times we see the opposite. Mm-hmm. We see where the woman is into it a lot more than the man, or at least we hear about those stories more often. Mm-hmm. But to think that that's what you need to have a successful relationship, it needs to be equal parts loving. To me, what?
I'm gonna let you finish, and I'm gonna say my piece.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't. Where y'all find this stuff?
I recall that saying. I've heard that saying before. Yes, absolutely. And that is not the marriage I ended up in. I love my husband. I mean, if you got out measuring cups, you would have a teaspoon,
and Angels,
and I would have one of them big old daily drinking water.
The way Angel used to treat me, I'm trying to tell you.
No, somebody in our Patreon, Kiffany Tampa, she says, how do you measure love levels? Is it what you tolerate? Is it treatment? What's more? I honestly think it's just important to find someone that loves you the way you need to be loved. Yeah. It's not so much about a more or less, because I do think it's almost impossible to measure that. Do I honestly think I love my husband more than he loves me? Yes, but the same token, he loves me the way I need to be loved. And I hopefully love
right here. I'm trying to.
I hopefully love him the way he needs to be loved. And I think women said that before.
You don't. That's why I love you more.
He's like, absolutely not giving the love that I need to be loved. What you need?
That's how I know I love you more.
What you need? What type of love do you need? You know I'd give it to you. What you need?
I'll let you know.
He don't know.
I know. I got it written in.
I think that saying came about because that saying came about, I think, when society was way, way more accepting of men stepping out on their marriage, of men having whole families. Yeah. And nobody saying anything about it. Pastors literally having whole entire families and no one opening their mouth. It's just, men be doing what men do. Yeah. So it became to a thing of, well, find a man that loves you more than you love him, and then he's not going to stray. He's not going to do that. He's going to want to just make you happy. So I think it just comes from a mindset that existed during an extremely toxic time. We're still in toxic times, but not the way it was back in the 50s or even the 70s or even the 80s, to be honest. Yeah.
But I 100% agree.
Go ahead.
You need to find somebody that loves you the way you need to be loved.
Yeah.
I
truly and luckily.
And find somebody that you're willing to love the way they need you to love them.
Right. No, it wasn't just pastors, Carmen. I'm just making the point of.
I got a bunch of uncles. What none of them niggas preaching.
Right. I could have just pointed out him. I'm pointing out the fact that. No, I'm pointing out the fact that.
You know about my family? No.
I do. That pastors are held in high regard, not just for their status, but because they're supposed to be people who hold themselves to a higher standard. Even men of that walk of life could get away with doing something that is completely contrary to what they profess to be. Yeah. So that's the reason why I said that. But thank you for asking the audience question. Please continue to send them in. DM us at Is This Going to Cause an Argument on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can either ask us a question or do Tank our advice, which is also a question, but more so an advice question.
Right. What? We closing this thing out? Yeah, Angel got to go, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Hope y'all had fun with the show. Hope y'all learned something. And we definitely learned something from y'all.
Yeah.
I've been your host, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Tank. You can find me on Instagram at Marcus Ain't on the Gram, Facebook at Marcus Ain't on the Book, TikTok at Tank Don't Talk. By the way, I need to post on that. And you can find my beard and body butter called Man Shit. That's MANSHYT.com. You can go over there and check that out. Angel, go on, let them know.
You can find me at That Chick Angel across all platforms. Just search for it, even if that's not my handle. I'm a pop up somewhere. And if you're not on the wait list for Mama Likes, go ahead and get on there. A new box will be dropping here in the month of October, and then another one will be dropping Black Friday. So get down on
October and Friday, Black Friday.
Oh, the boxes, yes. Get down on it. All right.
Patreon, stick around.
And also, please, make sure you all rate and review us. We love it when we're able to get reviews from you all. So if you haven't reviewed us on Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, please do that. Spotify, all those places. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys.
Y'all have a good one, fam.
Bye.